Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vince. I am the Evil Dungeon Master. Hopefully you're doing well out there. If you're not, hopefully you're doing well soon. Time for another video here on the channel. So I recently got an email from one of my longtime viewers named Stephanie. She asked me a question about, have I ever used aliens in your campaign, and what would be some reasons aliens would come to your campaign world? Well, I have used aliens or alien-like things inside of D&D campaigns before. I ran one way back when I went to Gen Con the first time. I ran a campaign where there was an alien artifact that the players had found inside of a fallen ship. They didn't know it was a ship, but they found this glove, and the fingers of the glove actually did a bunch of different things, and I would roll 1d6 because they didn't know how to control it, so it would randomly do things that would, like, it would shoot like a laser beam, or maybe it would do an electric shock, it would be a fireball, or it would just squirt water, things like that. It was just, I had 5 different things that you would do with it, and it was an alien artifact that you put on your hand, and you had to roll to concentrate to use it to zap or use it against an enemy in battle or something like that. So why would aliens come to the world? That's a good question. But first, ask the DM at theevildm.com is my email address, and you can contact me there, or go to theevildm.com and leave a comment below in one of my blog posts, or you can go to patreon.com/theevildm, or just comment here on the YouTube channel, whatever you want to do. So there was a couple reasons I jotted down why an alien would visit your world. Number one, and these are in no particular order of importance or anything like that. Number one, saviors. They are trying to recruit the toughest, bravest, and most gifted to train as defenders. Maybe they try to contact and set up ways for your player characters to go through these, gauntlet things that all of a sudden pop up, and they have to survive. And if they survive, the aliens will reveal themselves and say they want to take them to this world to help train them in advanced ways and make sure that they can fight on behalf of the aliens and fight the threat that's possibly going on there with the aliens. Now, your players may not want to do that when it comes to the game, but it's always a good hook that some players will like. I mean, it gives it a sci-fi twist to the game, and it's worth exploring. But you may want to talk to your players first about that, but you can add the sci-fi element that way. So try it out. The second thing I thought of was resources. An alien life form would probably come to your planet for resources, stripping out things like, ancient forests and monofields and oceans, and just basic natural resources on your planet would be an idea for them to do. They want to drain the planet of what the resources are and move on. There are very many alien races that do that, as we've seen in many sci-fi shows and movies, and that's their purpose. Now, the characters are figuring this out. Maybe they'll see like a dead forest, and no wonder, and then another dead forest, and they start investigating, seeing that natural resources are drying up, the life is dying, the sea is lowering, maybe there's fish dead in the sea, and you can lay out some hints and ways of them to figure it out, and they have to go figure out what's happening. Maybe they spot something flying in the air, and something is zapped down on the ground, and all of a sudden it turns into a dead area. So now they have an idea of this flying mechanical thing that's up in the air, and they have to figure out where it goes. Maybe the aliens have a base of operations on the Earth that they have to go Earth, if we go into a Gary Gygax campaign. But on the planet, they have to go to and figure out and maybe break in and try to destroy the aliens somehow. I know aliens are beyond their resources, but it's an easy way to do it. Maybe they find weapons to help do this. So there's a good way there, is just resources. I know, stop it before it happens. It's going to be a big task for them to do, but it can be worked inside your campaign. Next reason, and there's a good one, we've had a lot of movies and TV shows based on this: colonization. They found your planet and they think it's a perfect world for repopulating their society. The only problem is you stand in their way. When you stand in their way, they have to wipe you out. So your biosphere, your planet is compatible with them, whether you like it or not. So they want to transform the area to something they can live in. So they start transforming and moving things around to where they want to do it. Maybe there are nobles that are being contacted that are selling these lands to the aliens, and now you have some traitors amongst the people that you have to get rid of because they're the ones that are helping the aliens. They're evacuating areas for these aliens so that you have to stop this. And some good ideas here that it's always good to have the alien resistance. And Falling Skies is a perfect example of aliens landing on the planet, and we are trying to defend our planet from these alien forces that are here that are far superior to us, and we have not very many weapons to do it, but we can do it. So it's another idea. I like the idea of the colonization and Falling Skies as a campaign type situation for players to try to get around. So I like to hear what you think about these ideas as well so far. Put them down in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe if it's your first time here. Next up is observation. Study, catalog, figure out why this planet behaves the way that they do, figure out why you worship the gods you do and act the way you do. Why do you post certain people on a pedestal? Why do people lead other people? They are invisible watchers. They're just glitches, shadows at the corner of your eye. Maybe they will interact somewhat, but their prime directive forbids interference. And maybe something in the situation that you're in at the current time forces their hand to actually show themselves. And now you have this weird creature thing that helped you, but then suddenly disappears. Now maybe you're going to be on a quest to go figure out who they are, where they come from, and why are they just suddenly here. It could be a background thing. It could be a reoccurring thing that happens. Maybe an alien takes a liking to your group and follows you around. And every time you get into trouble, maybe he does something to help out your group. And then finally, maybe you befriend this alien and he tells you a little bit about society and space, and blowing your mind, obviously, because at that point, space and everything is not really a thing you're thinking about. But he breaks the prime directive. Maybe he gets in trouble, and now you have to protect the alien from the other aliens who's going to kill this alien, because now this alien's your buddy. Things like that. There's always some hooks that you can, kind of put in there to get these games moving forward. Next one I'm thinking about is bait. And when I say bait, they are leading a world-devouring threat to your planet. They're like a world eater or something, and they want either you to slay it or your planet gets devoured. Either way, the aliens win because the thing's going to leave it alone, and it can move forward with just doing this. Just lure it to this planet, and hopefully this world devourer eater race, whatever it is, says, oh wow, this world we're looking at right now is so much better than this stupid alien world we were at. I guess it wouldn't be an alien world, but whatever, this other world we're at, and we're going to do that. Maybe the predators arrive and they start, destroying stuff, and now you have to figure out a way to stop them with the tools you have and the magic you have. It's a pretty interesting situation to put the players into. Maybe give them some starships, some flying ships, give them something to add that sci-fi spice to the campaign. And this all definitely adds sci-fi spice to the campaign. Finally, we have enslavement. We've seen plenty of movies about this, plenty of TV shows where the alien people just need manpower. What better way than get manpower by enslaving or capturing a race of people from a planet that have no way to defend themselves? So the aliens come down, people start missing. Your job is to figure out what's going on. You finally figure out that maybe that people are being transported away. Maybe you catch glimpses of a flashing light, and then suddenly people in like a store disappear, but you don't for some whatever reason. Various situations you could put them in. Maybe you do get enslaved, and now you're on the ship and you wake up. Now your job is to escape from whatever prison cell you're in and destroy the ship, but get back to where you were. It's kind of an interesting situation. Be like that whole, you get captured in a jail cell from a town. Now you have to figure your way to escape and get out of here, or you're caught by an evil king or something. But instead, now you're on an alien ship. You have to explore the ship. Maybe you figure out ways to take out some of the aliens because they don't realize you're there by stabbing them or something. Now you have this sci-fi weapon that they had. Maybe it's a gun or a laser beam. You're not sure how to use it, so you have that whole phase of exploration of using these weapons that you've never seen. So you could treat it like a ranged weapon. It has a trigger. You'd probably be pretty familiar with a crossbow, which has a trigger-like thing. So you kind of figure it out, but you don't know how it works. So you're going to get negatives on it when you're rolling. It could be a lot of fun, especially the whole escape from the ship situation. I know I would have a lot of fun playing that. Tell me what you think in the comments about aliens coming to your world. Would you use them in your campaign to add that sci-fi flavor, or do you don't like to mix your peanut butter with your chocolate type situation? They're two different genres. You don't want to mix them at all. I don't mind mixing them at all because I think it makes campaigns a little bit different, a little bit more memorable than the past. And they normally stand out when it comes to making a campaign like memorable. I especially like doing that with campaigns that people talk about in the future. Like, oh, remember that time? Like my group still talks about the Marvel campaign we ran years ago, or the Ghostbusters game we ran years ago, because it was memorable. We put things in it that people remember, and they enjoy it so much that they just keep talking about it over and over again. And that's what games are all about, having fun and remembering the past games that you had with your buddies. So with that said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like these ideas. Put your comments below how you would run things in your game, or how you would invest or incorporate aliens in your campaign. Don't forget to head over to patreon.com/theevildm and see if you can help support there if you want, or join the channel for support as well. With that said, I'm going to head out. Keep it original, keep it old school. Good night, and God bless everybody.